Hello to all. In today's lecture, we are going to learn about PWM techniques. PWM techniques means pulse width modulation techniques. Mainly, these techniques are used in inverters to get a modulated waveform. Okay, so what are these? PWM techniques are characterized by constant amplitude pulses. The bits of these pulses is however modulated to obtain inverter output voltage control and to reduce its harmonic content. So basically, why we are using we are using it to reduce the harmonic content in the inverter. So there are three main techniques that we are using. First one is single pulse modulation, next is multi-pulse modulation, and last one is sinusoidal pulse modulation. As we know, in PWM inverters, force commutation is essentials because we need to get desired waveform, so we need to forcefully commutate the inverter. So first we will learn about single pulse modulation. As you can see in diagram, how to modulate the waveform. There will be a reference signal where its amplitude I have shown as AR, and there will be a carrier signal. Its amplitude I have shown here AC. So what I'll do, I'll take a comparator and I'll put both the signals as input, and then comparator will give a output. How this comparator will give output? Wherever the reference signal is greater than the carrier signal, we will get a output as 1. 1 means there will be a output. There will be a output signal. So in second waveform, you can see when we are getting a single pulse output. That's why we are saying it a single pulse modulation. Okay, the width of this output will be 2D. Okay, the width of the output is 2D. So if we have to find out the RMS value of this output, how we are going to calculate the RMS value? RMS value is root mean square value. Okay, so we need to take we need to square the output signal, then we need to take a mean, and then we need to do the under root. Okay, so when we will do this, what we will get? We will get the output V0 equals to Vs under root 2D by pi. Okay, similarly, next one is multi-pulse modulation. Okay, so what is the difference in single pulse and multi-pulse? In multi-pulse, we are getting multiple number of pulses, okay, in a half cycle. So here we are doing 3 pulse modulation. Here we are taking 3 pulse in output only. So whenever the reference signal is lesser than the carrier signal, we will get a output. What we are doing? We are putting carrier signal and reference signal in comparator, and whenever the reference signal is lesser than the carrier signal, the comparator will give a 1 output. So we will get the output pulse. And as we can see in second waveform, V0 is output voltage. So we are getting 3 pulses in half cycle. Okay, 3 positive pulses in half cycle and 3 negative pulses in next half cycle, negative half cycle. And the length we are getting of the pulse is 2D by 3. Okay, so this is our multi-pulse modulation. Next is sinusoidal pulse modulation. Sinusoidal, why we are saying is sinusoidal pulse width modulation? Because the reference signal we are taking it is here is sinusoidal. Okay, and the carrier signal is, again we are taking it triangular. In previous modulations also we took triangular signal. Okay, so what we are doing, we are comparing a sinusoidal signal with a triangular waveform. We are putting these two signals in comparator. Okay, so whenever the carrier signal, or whenever the reference signal is greater than the carrier signal, we are getting the output. Okay, so here you can see in diagram there are two types of it, sinusoidal PWM. One where the peak of the carrier coincide with 0 of the reference, and another is 0 of the carrier coincide with 0 of the reference. You can see both in diagrams. There is a difference of carrier signals only, and the output remains same almost. So what we are doing here, we are comparing two signals and we are getting one output. So why we are doing it? We are doing it to reduce the harmonics of the waveforms. Okay, so these were the three PWM techniques. Thank you.